Hey folks, let me just switch the game capture over here quick. There we go. Yeah, had a slight situation on Friday. I wanted to stream, but I just couldn't get to it in time by a long shot. So we're just gonna flip weeks. We'll do Power World next week. And so, as you know, we're just going to jump to Saturday. Saturday, as always, is I put the podcast together and I play some music. So, um, I'm going to do some shooting stuff. I want to go to. Oh yeah, this week I want to do the. I want the disclaimer for mature content. Yeah, we're kind of going a little this week on the podcast. So just a heads up. Maybe if I should see if I can. Um. Hmm. Well, yeah, just things might get a little mature. I mean, hopefully you won't hear any of it, but so I'm going. So I need that. So actually, I don't need that right now. What I do is, so I have TikTok parts. I don't know. Okay, I know what I'll do. We'll leave that off for now. I need this though. I do need this. I need camera roll shortcut for these. I need the new scripture background we'll be using. I need all of these. Okay. So we have that. I have that. I have. Right. I need the music. I don't think I downloaded the music yet, so let me grab that off of Suno quick. So we're going to download the MP3. So that should be my downloads folder. We will send that to. Tell you what, we'll actually send that straight to. We'll send that straight to Suno Music. Suno Songs. No, I changed my mind. We won't put that in there yet. We'll leave that in the downloads folder until we're done with it. So, so yeah, it's probably going to be a while until you guys hear that one, but oh well, it is what it is. So that's that. So we have the song, we have the music, we have the sound files, we have the intro and outro. I need the video intro. I close that folder out. Let's try this again. I need the video intro. I need the video outro, and the credits outro as I call it. I think I'm golden. I think I have everything I need to start rocking and rolling this. Okay, so it says here we're going to start with the credits video. I don't know why credits is over here, but 2 is over here, but it is what it is. So we're going to start with, so what we're going to do is we're going to, actually no, we're just going to go in order. So we're going to do the intro first. No, actually that means we need the video intro in there first, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, so video intro is in. We're in episode 15 this week. So I need a transition effect. We should be on 20 if I recall it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Huh. Actually, we're only on 19. Okay. So we put you here. Oh, right, our music. Let's get some music on. That sounds like a plan. Once again, a quick disclaimer. All music played in tonight's broadcast is property of Maple Street Ministries through our licensing deal with Suno AI. We are on, I believe we're starting on country this week. So we're going to start things off with Shine Like Diana, which we used during our God on Film episode where we discussed Wonder Woman.
And brave and true, she's the hero now. A message for you, this is how. She's like salt of the earth, making all things new. In a world full of her, shining light through. Let your light start to beam, let it show so clear. From the mount, make it sing, hold it dear. Shine like Diana in the dark. Be a beacon for the Lord and make your mark. In the night, be so bold with a love that won't grow cold. She fights with a grace, not a battle is lost. She's moving the space, showing what life's cost. In her eyes there's a fire, let it fill your soul. For her strength will inspire, make you whole. Like that city on a hill can't be hidden away. Let your actions fulfill, let your kindness stay. Let your lamp hold it high, let the world see. You're the salt, you're the spice set free. Shine like Diana in the dark. Be a beacon for the Lord and make your mark. In the night, be so bold with a love that won't grow cold. She fights with a grace, not a battle is lost. Be a beacon for the Lord and make your mark. In the night, be so bold with a love that won't grow cold. Strength will inspire, make you whole. From the mountain high, 11 were sent, a mission divine, not they went, with words of peace that never cease to teach his love and his testament. In shadows dark, she sees the light, guided by stars through the longest night. She fights for truth to save the youth, a beacon bright in the midst of fight.
All right, folks, I gotta pause.
Believe in his name, spread the word.
Coming to you from the beautiful, if unofficial, Maple Street Chapel, and going out as far as the east is from the west. Join Sam Hershey, lead pastor of Maple Street Ministries, and yours can be one of the lives changed by the gospel.
Good evening, all in Pennsylvania, and the rest of you. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whichever works best for you. And welcome to Lives Changed by the Gospel. I, of course, am your host, Pastor Sam Hershey. Now, as always, a friendly reminder, we here at the Maple Street Chapel, well, we like to use the New King James Version of the Bible. So if you are following along with our episode tonight, and you are following, and you have a Bible in front of you, and you are not using a New King James Version, well, I'm going to have some wordings on the screen, and I'm going to be quoting some Bible verses. And the Bible verses that I quote, and the words that are on my screen, may be different than what you have in your Bibles. Your Bibles are not necessarily wrong, per se. They just might be, a smidge differently. Oh, and speaking of Bibles, we are in Genesis chapter 19 this week, so I will only be mentioning or displaying the verse references. With that done over the last 3 weeks, speaking of Genesis, we have been going through it, where we've been discussing chapters 16 through 18. Well, Abraham could really have done all he could do. Now it's time to say, so long, Sodom. But first, one more thing needs to be done, which we will look at this week on Live Changed by the Gospel.
Good. Let's jump to the back end just to make sure everything goes up. Excellent. So 15. And I will continue the music.
In every land let it be heard, with gentle hands and distant sands, the world will change by love's accord. Two worlds collide, but stand as one, in justice face, darkness undone. With courage fierce, through hearts pierced, a new dawn breaks, with rising sun. Spread the word, in every land let it be heard, with gentle hands.
Oh shoot, there's one thing I want to do.
The world will change by love's accord.
Should not be hard to fix though.
Shine like Diana in the dark, be a beacon for the Lord and make your mark. In the night be so bold, with a love that won't grow cold, go out across the land, and with the Lord, make your stand.
Okay, all
Let
good.
His love fly like a bird, as you go out and spread His word.
Oh, I almost forgot something. I need to get for new episode shooting stuff. Okay. Now we're golden. We're going to get some music here up. We're going to put some... That was Shine Like Diana, so we're going to close that one out. We're going to go into the next folder. We used this one during the Tower of Babel. During an episode of Lives Changed by the Gospel, we were discussing the story of the Tower of Babel. This is from Babel to Earth.
One language, one voice, mankind gathered, made a choice. On that day, so long ago.
Okay, so we have that.
Bricks and stones they laid, hand in
Transition
hand
effect.
they prayed, trying to touch the stars, reaching out so far. Higher and higher they rose, till confusion shook their toes. Language split like broken glass, dreams shattered in the blast. But then the Lord came
Something
down
about the dreams shattering in
on
the
their bills
blast.
on pride town.
I don't know, that really kind
Soon
of
words
speaks.
they couldn't find left them in a bind, scattered across the land, divided up their hands. Higher and higher they rose, till confusion shook their toes. Language split like broken glass, dreams shattered in the blast. Oh, how they aim so tall, pride comes to a fall. Lost in Babel's maze, each in separate ways.
This comes in the overlay now. Okay, so that goes there.
In the days
I want to set end part of this
stories
equal
were
to the
told,
voiceover line.
roots dug in deep, memories we keep. From Shem to Terak, the path we trace.
I'm going to do a couple of things.
Generations flow, names we must know, father, sons, through time they pass. Lives like symbols in the grass.
Okay, got that taken
Echoes
care of.
from the ages past. Wisdom shared will always last. Back to the beginning, where it all began. To find our future, we trace it like a plan. Years roll like waves,
Okay, so I
echoes
have to
of
get those
their
down.
days.
Hang on a sec.
Struggles they faced, remembering grace.
I need you.
In the lines we find a map of humankind,
I need you.
lessons underneath history's heartbeat. Terah's family moved ahead from Ur to Haran. It's been said, Abram, Sarai, nephew Lot, in new lands their fates they sought. Father Terah led them on to Canaan's path before the dawn. But in Haran he did stay, passed away by end of day.
We just brought it down to 29
Abram's
for the test
faith
run.
was strong and true. He led them on like morning dew. With Sarai by his side he'd go, through deserts wide to lands unknown. Lot would follow Abram too, down the path they always knew. A promise in the distant sky, to a home they never spied.
Looks good. We're going to take this to the
Journey
halfway mark.
long, but hearts were bright. Stars above,
Set.
their guiding light.
End point 2.
From Haran's gates, they traveled far,
To
following the
Audio
promised
online.
star. Abram's
This for
faith
audio
was
online.
strong and true. He led them on like morning dew. With Sarai by his side he'd go, through deserts wide ride to lands unknown. Lot would follow Abram too, down the path they always knew. A promise in the distant sky, to a home they never spied, to lands unknown.
Okay, this part gets a little tricky, so I'm pausing for a preview. I just want to make sure everything. Oh, hang on a sec. One thing I have to do quick. I also forgot to do that. Hang on. I need to student audio fade in and out. Oh, I did that already. Never mind. That's why I need to set an audio. I need to set a volume for this section. I like to set it at 0.20. And let's take up my volume to 1.20 just to make.
Once again, welcome to Lives Changed by the Gospel. This is season 05, episode 15. So long, so long. So, Lot was sitting at the gates of Sodom when two men approached him. Knowing that they were angels, Lot ran to meet them and bowed before them. Lot then asked them to join him back at his house, wash their feet, and stay there overnight.
I think we're going to make one small modification I saw here. We're going to move to like the dead zone to like here, I think. Let's try it from the beginning again.
Lot was sitting at the gate when two men arrived. Lot told them come inside. When they refused again, he tried. As they said walking to bed, there was a knock on the door. Bring out your guests. Responded, take my daughters instead. When they failed, they shut the door.
Once again, welcome to Lives Changed by the Gospel. This is season 05, episode 15. So long, so long. So, Lot was sitting.
Because I appended a clone. Hold on. Preview from this point.
So, Lot was sitting at the gates of Sodom.
Not bad. It's probably as good as we're going to get it. We have plenty of time on the 3-minute clock to throw in our parts, so we're going to do that. Wow, except part 2 will pretty much take up the remaining clock, I think. No, but we will not have enough time to have part 3, which is fine. So we can set endpoint to equal to audio 1 line. So we are doing part 2 now, which is going to be positive verses 4 through 11. Yep, we need to cut the text down again. So it's easier just to remove this outright. We're going to drop the text by 2 points to 18. And we are going to try again. Okay, we can, if we cut it down another, for some reason we only got down like 1 point. Let's try 2. Let's see what happens if I actually put in the actual 2 points. Okay, drop it down to 16. $16 should work, but I feel like we can. Okay, I'm gonna put the music back on since I'm working on this. I don't really see much of a change, but oh well. Instead of pausing it, right, we can just, send the next song in once the preview is completed. And that was from Battle to We are going to just run a quick preview check from the point we jumped into the video.
So, Lot was sitting at the gates of Sodom when 2 men approached him. Knowing that they were angels, Lot ran to meet them and bowed before them.
I just saw an issue.
Lot then asked them to
it's
join
in
him
the
back
text,
in his house.
though. I have to...
And stay there overnight. The men refused, insisting they would stay in the public square area. But Lot persisted. The men finally agreed, and they headed into Lot's house, and Lot made them a feast, which they sat down and ate. As we see, we can all see this in verses 1 through 3. As everybody was getting ready for bed in verses 4 through 8.
Okay, we have several issues in that one. So first issue is this should not be there. So we will remove, I don't think it would affect the line, so I'm not going to bother redoing the line sections. Okay, so we start a preview from this point.
as everybody was getting ready for bed in verses 4 through 8, there was a knock at the door. The men of Sodom, both old and young, all the people from every quarter, surrounded the house. And they called to Lot and said to him, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us, that we may know them carnally." In order to protect the guests, Lot went out to them through the doorway, shut the door behind him, and said, "Please, my brethren, do not do so wickedly. See now, I have 2 daughters who have not known a man. Please, let me bring them out to you, and you may do to them as you wish. Only do nothing to these men, since this is the reason they have come under the shadow of my roof." Lot basically offered his 2 daughters.
We have an issue. This didn't line up properly for some reason. So we're going to pick up a video from here.
Under the shadow of my roof. Lot basically offered his 2 daughters, who had never been with a man instead of a guest, but the mom refused.
That part looks good now from current frame.
And the courage to do what is right.
Looks good. Render the video. Part 2. Message. Part 1 and 2. Okay, as I promised, we're getting our song on. So let's go back into Cypress Funk. You can listen to it on Spotify if you like, but I just want to remember points to plan.
The Lord said to Abram, "Get your groove on. Yeah. Take your wife, your kin, to a land unknown. Leave your kin and your daddy's home. Head to Canaan, baby, time to roll. Pack your bags, leave that old land behind. Whoa. Gonna make you a nation, one of a kind. Yeah, yeah. Let them steal you and all you'll find. Spread that funk on down the line. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get down. It's the funky
Okay,
Abram
so
sound.
we have
Gonna make you a nation,
this
one of
part
a
we used up,
kind. Yeah,
this part we used up.
Blessings
We
to
need
you
so
and
long
all
Saddam
you'll
for
find.
later.
Spread the funk on down the line. Get up, get down, it's the funky Abram sound. Spread the word, shout it loud, all around the town. Blessings for the blessed, curses for the curse. Abram's funky journey gonna quench that thirst. Abram took his honey and his nephew too. With the cattle and goods, they pushed on through. Let's move, let's move. To the groove of the Lord with the disco view. Funky fresh in the desert, that's how they do. Reach the land of
Okay,
Canaan,
so now
lay
we
down
love
their
it.
stick. Built an altar to God, make no mistakes. Grooving with the beat under starry skies, a sacred funk with holy ties. Get up, get down, it's the funky Abram sound. Spread the word,
Okay, so
shout
we're
it
in part
loud,
3 now.
all around the town. Blessings for the blessed, curses for the curse. Abram's funky journey gonna quench that thirst. Yo, Abram cruising south through the land he won't doubt. Famine hits, it gets tough. Oh no, Egypt's a spot, gotta be rough. Surprise beauty in the night. Abram's worried, feels the fright. Say you're my sis, alright. What? Let's dodge that Pharaoh's spite. Oh yeah, Pharaoh rolls up like a king. Sarah's glow makes him sing. Treats Abram like he's bling. Living large feels like spring. Plagues hit Pharaoh's house, not a joke. On the Pharaoh's face is a lot of yoke. Why'd you lie? He spoke, Pharaoh commanded Abram. Don't let your butt hit the door on the way out. Come on, set away with all their stuff. Get out. Lesson learned, life gets tough. Oh yeah, God's got plans, ain't no puff. Free Abram follows God's vision and includes others when the journey gets tough. Get up, get down, it's the funky Abram sound.
I don't get the seagull sound there, but
Blessings for the blessed, curses for the curse. Abram's funky journey gonna quench that thirst.
okay, so we take it to all right, so we're going to preview some of this to make. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. That's the wrong one, the motion effect. Oh, I see. I screwed this up. Now I have to time. Now I have to fine tune the timing on this one personally. Okay, so we set this to set end position to equal to audio one line, and set U to equal to text line. We should be okay. But let's do a preview anyway.
The angels turned to Lot and
Let's try that again.
the angels turned to Lot in verses 12 to 14 and said, "Have you anyone else here? Son-in-law, your sons, your daughters, and whomever you have in the city. Take them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the outcry against him has grown great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it." Lot tried to warn his sons-in-law that this would happen, but to his sons-in-law he seemed to be joking. We see the next morning in verses
Did the same thing here.
We see the next morning in verses 15 through 22. The angels urged Lot to get moving. "Arise, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, lest you be consumed in the punishment of the city." And while he lingered, the men took hold of his hand, his wife's hand, and the hands of his 2 daughters, the Lord being merciful to him. And they brought him out and set him outside the city. So it came to pass, when they had brought them outside, that he said, "Escape for your life. Do not look behind you, nor stay anywhere in the plain. Escape to the mountains, lest you be destroyed." Lot, his wife, and his daughters, as a result, were now outside the city, and the angels were urging them onward, warning them not to look back or to stay anywhere in what was basically going to be the target zone of the attack. This thing was, after all, going to be huge. Lot looked to the two angels, however, and said, "Please, no, my lords. Indeed, now your servant has found favor in your sight, and you have increased your mercy which you have shown me by saving my life. But I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil overtake me and I die. See now, this city is near enough to flee to, and it is a little one. Please let me escape there, and my soul shall live." The angels responded to this. "See, I have favored you concerning this
This
thing."
one looks good. We're going to jump to the next part. Oh, that was the last part. Okay. Then you know what? We're golden. Render the video. Video part 3, message part. 3 and 4. I guess the funky journey wrapped up. Okay, good. That's fine. We have other songs. This is Land of Promise. I don't quite remember. This is the promise that God made to Abram. We ran this one in an episode as well. Seconds. No. We're doing this in 2 parts. Which is fine. I have no issue with that. So this is part 5.
Abram left the Egypt sand, riches gold and man, not beside on the land. Through Canaan and now stand, wealth grew as they roamed. Cattle and herds both called their home. Land too tight for all to own, no room for peace to be known. Separate for harmony, choose the right or left with me. Find your space for destiny in the land of history.
You guys really should check out the podcast. It's a really good podcast.
Let's not fight, let's find our way. I have more land than I want or need.
I might
Choose
do
your
it.
direction, your
That's
choice I'll heed. In putting you first, I'll lead. Lot gazed upon the plains, Jordan's waters sweet like rain. To the east his choice was plain, green and lush his future gain.
Okay, you guessed it.
The stories lay,
We're
brothers
pausing
bond.
the song because I got to do a preview.
By the time Lot and his family made it to Zoar, as we see in verses 23 to 29, the sun was up, and with it, Sodom's time. As citizens of Sodom and Gomorrah, which were 2 separate cities, by the way, began their day, perhaps one looked up and saw something headed in their way. Either way, the Lord rained brimstone and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. So he overthrew those cities and all the plain, all the inhabitants of the cities, and what grew on the ground. Not heeding the warning, however, that the angels had given them, Lot's wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. The next morning, Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord, Then he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the plain. He saw, and behold, the smoke of the land which went up like a furnace. One can only imagine the horror on Abraham's face as he looked out over where Sodom and Gomorrah once remained, once were, and basically saw like massive plumes of smoke coming up from the ground. He knew what had happened. Even though he knew what had happened, what he was not aware of, God had spared Lot, in part because of Abraham, and gotten him out before the destruction of the twin cities.
Okay, video looks good. I'll just make one quick super change in the text loads, and then we can send this one for a rendering. Okay, that one's good. Let's do it. Render. Part 4. Message Part 5. And I will continue the song.
Will never fade. Journey forth, though we're both sway. In the promised land we stay.
Now we're doing part 6.
Abram pitched his tent again. Lot was living by the plain. Cities near the Jordan shore. Different paths forevermore. Wickedness in Sodom high. Riches glittering in the sky. Abram stayed in Canaan's grove. Promises to see and grow. Lift your eyes to see the land. Walk the length, the breadth so grand.
Kind of funny if you think about it. This song is
Separate for
what God
harmony.
is.
Choose a right or left with me. Find a space for
And the episode
destiny
we're working
in the
this
land
week
of
on is
history.
Construction of Scale.
God to Abram, women spoke. Every step with hope and hope. Countless stars for him to see. Promises of legacy. North and south and east and west. Endless blessings now confess. Land of Canaan stretch afar. Wanderer beneath the stars. Many nations to arise. Dust of earth beneath the skies. Altars built and promises echo through the ages, yes. In
Okay.
the land of endless grace. Journey shared
30
in
seconds
sacred
of
space.
Yeah, we're not gonna get another part. That's fine. You guessed it. Well, actually perfectly timed again.
Meanwhile, in verses 30 to 38, Lot and his daughters were afraid to dwell in Zoar long term, so they headed for the caves. The eldest daughter then told the younger daughter, "Our father is old, and there is no man on earth to come into us, as is the custom of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve the lineage of our father." So they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he did not know when she lay down or when she arose. The firstborn bore a son, and called his name Moab. He is the father of the Moabites to this day. The following night they did the same thing, only this time the younger arose and lay with him, and he did not know when she lay down or when she arose. And the younger, she also bore a son, and called his name Ben-Ammi. He is the father of the people of the Ammon to this day. This week, I want you to reflect on the importance of making decisions based on faith rather than fear. Pray for wisdom and guidance in your decision-making process.
Okay, so that looked good. So this is message part 6. Sodom and Gomorrah, part So Long Sodom, part 5. And we will get another song going here. Lot's Captivity and Jazzy Rescue. Always a good. Okay, so that's that one done.
In the days when kings did clash, 4 against 5, oh what a splash.
I
A
read
war
it.
broke out in Canaan's fields,
Yep.
with
Okay, good.
swords and cries no one yields. In the valley of Sidon they fell, tar pits trapped them stories to tell. The kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, left the cities burning red. Oh, Abram, God is in trouble. You need to rescue him on the double. Blessed man, follower of the Lord Most High, the time for battle is nigh. 'Twas Chedorlaomer and his horde, who took Lot and all he stored. To the household of Abram's ear, struck with news filled with fear. With 318 trained men by his side, Abram had no place to hide. He pursued the king's full lot, he had to rescue and bring justice swift and due. Oh, Abram, Lot is in trouble. You need to rescue him on the double. Blessed man, follower of the Lord Most High, take your 318 men and ride. The time for battle is nigh.
This beer.
Thank you. 318 men and ride. The time for battle is nigh. Old Abram met the king of Sodom. After battles fierce, they both forgot him. Melchizedek brought wine and bread. A blessing spoke before he fled. Blessed be Abram by the God Most High, creator of earth and sky. To the highest God he raised.
Pausing because we once again have a preview to run. Oh wait, hang on. We probably check this too, huh? See if anyway.
Lot was warned, the time has come. Walk your family and none. The sons-in-law said you came right, as the angels warned Lot and his family should take flight. So long, Sodom, this is the end. Your sin has gone on too long. So 2 words I have for you, Sodom, Sodom, so long.
Well, folks, that's...
I knew
wow,
I
that's
could
a
put
lot.
something. I forgot to put in the transition effect. Otherwise, that looked good. So we're on what, 20? Yeah, we're on 21. Okay, so we're just going to try it from this point here. Just real quick.
Well, folks, that's a lot.
Let's try that again. I do need to set the endpoint of this to the video line now. Try again.
Well, folks, that's a lot for us to take in this week. I mean, after all, this week we looked at hospitality as Lot fed some visitors who arrived. We saw some judgment as God.
Okay, that part looks good. I just want to make sure everything cuts out when it's supposed to.
Peace to love and serve the Lord.
Looks good on that end. Render this video. Part 6, which is outro. We're going
Is his toast. With gratitude they
that, I
did
think,
both boast.
right. That's in their music.
One righteous king, one sin stained.
Yep, that was my music. I hate when that happens. Hang on, folks. The music file just went dead. Give me a minute. I'm going to try to bring it back up. My E drive sometimes gets wonky. Wrong one.
Him on the double. Blessed man, follower of the Lord Most High.
Where's it going to be started?
In the days when kings did clash, 4 against 5, oh what a splash. A war broke out in Canaan's fields.
Okay.
With swords
so
and cries, no
next
one
up,
yields.
video
In the
finder.
valley of Sidon they fell. Tar pits trapped them, stories to tell. The kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, left the cities burning red. Oh, Abram, God is in trouble. You need to rescue him on the double. Blessed man, follower of the Lord Most High. The time for battle is nigh. 'Twas Chedorlaomer and his horde, who took Lot and all he stored. To the household of Abram's ear, struck with news filled with fear. With 318 trained men by his side,
like that.
Abram had no place to hide. He pursued the king's full lot, he had to rescue and bring justice swift and due. Oh, Abram, Lot is in trouble. You need to rescue him on the double. Blessed man, follower of the Lord Most High. Take your 318 men and ride. The time for battle is nigh.
Wait, did I do part 6?
Thank you.
Meanwhile, in verses
300.
30 to
18
32,
men and
Lot and
ride.
his daughters
The
were
time
afraid
for
to
Fair
battle
enough.
is
I just
nigh.
didn't.
Old Abram met the king of Sodom. After battles fierce, they both forgot him. Melchizedek brought wine and bread. A blessing spoke before he fled. Blessed be Abram by the God Most High, creator of earth and sky. To To the highest God he raised his toast.
It really doesn't matter.
With gratitude they did both boast. One righteous king, one sin-stained, both joined Abram on battle's plain. One blessed Abram, and so to him tides flow. The other one heard, take your stuff and hit the road. Give me the souls, take the bounty, said he. The king of Sodom with a tone of glee. But Abram's heart he could not sway. A promise kept he did display. I lift my hand to God most high. Not a thread, not a sandal tie. Shall I take of yours not one small part, lest you say you made Abram start. One righteous king, one sin-stained, both joined Abram on battle's plain. One blessed Abram, and so to him tides flow. The other one heard, take your stuff and hit the road.
Okay, we need another song, don't we? I think to prevent this from happening again, the issue we have with our song is I'm just going to start putting this stuff on a Suno playlist. This was a kid's song that we did for our school to the gospel part
God
pertaining
told
to
Noah,
Noah.
life will grow, fill the earth, and take care. Every creature in your hands, trees and flowers, all the lands. Rainbow promise in the sky, never flood, will stay dry. God's love shining so high, in the clouds see the sun. Eat your fill now, meat and grain. Just be grateful, say his name. Blood of brothers, treat with care. Life is precious, handle fair. Rainbow promise in the sky, never flood, will stay dry. God's love shining so high, in the clouds see the sign. Blood of brothers, treat with care. Life is precious, handle fair. Rainbow promise in the sky, never flood, will stay dry. God's love shining so high, in the clouds see the sign. Go fill the world, my friends. Life begins again. Spread your dreams and plans like footprints in the sand. Animals and trees, with us in the breeze. Nature's harmony, we live in unity. Rainbow in the sky, colors oh so bright. Promise way up high, shining in the light. Mountains and the seas, everywhere we please.
Long audio line.
Growing strong and wide, with love as our guide. Every creature small, great ones big and tall. Here we stand so proud, beneath the rainbow cloud. Rainbow in the sky, colors oh so bright. Promise way up high, shining in the light.
Okay, since the song ended, we're going to do a test run.
This has been Lives Changed by the Gospel, Season 05, Episode 15. So long, so long. These are some questions that you can use for further study into the topics that we discussed tonight. If you are using tonight's episode as part of a small group Bible study, share your answers with the group. Question 1. What is one thing that stood out to you from this week's message? Question 2. How does Lot's hospitality compare to Abraham in Genesis 18? How can you show hospitality to others in your life? Question 3. How do you respond to warnings from God or others? What steps can you take to be more attentive to divine guidance? Question 4. What does Lot's wife's transformation teach you about obedience and looking back? How can you avoid becoming too attached to worldly things? Question 5. How do you see God's judgment and mercy in your life? What steps can you take to align your actions with God's will? And question 6. How can we pray for you? Remember,
We have an issue in that section already, I can see. The return was in a really bad spot. That means I have to do that. And that means that you just cloned it without noticing that. Right. The same thing happened here, so I have to fix that too. Alright, that part looked good otherwise, so that's good to go. Next section.
remember, two visitors saw Lot at the gates of Sodom, and if Lot insisted
Oh,
dying,
shoot, that was because of multiple problems. I forgot to jack that up. There was an issue in recording. I had a small technical thing I forgot about. So I need to set volume. We need to set that. I'm going to set to at least 2 to compensate for the distance.
remember, two visitors.
Set volume to 3 to compensate.
Remember, two visitors saw Lot at the gates of Sodom, and at Lot's insistence dined in his house. A mob showed up, wanting the visitors for sinful means. Lot offered his daughters instead. When the mob refused, the angels, who were the visitors, blinded the mob. The visitors then warned Lot and his family that the destruction of the city was coming their way. Lot tried to warn everybody in his household, but only his daughters and wife believed him. The next day, Lot asked the angels to let him flee to a nearby city. The angels agreed, but warned Lot and his family to get there quickly, and not to look back. Lot and his family fled.
Okay, that part looks good. We're going to drop another chunk. We're going to drop another part of So Long Saddam. Set the volume to 2.20. Yeah, there's like a part or two of this that I forgot to wear my lapel mic, so it's pretty low volumed. October reading plan goes in there. Set that for 1.2 for volume. We're going to pick up Rainbow Promises. Oh, that's right. Rainbow Promises wrapped up. Good. That's right. I remember that. I can close that folder. I don't need that folder anymore. Our next song is Fast Car, Strong Family. We did this
Honor your father.
when we were doing a message about Fast 8.
Roll
roads we travel, what we do. Raise a child on the path, guide their way. Young or old, hold them fast. Fast cars, strong family, against the odds. We may seem to be, but with the Lord's might, we will win the fight, and the world will see our fast cars, strong family. Provide with love, keep hearts alive, work together, we all thrive. Fast cars, strong family, against the odds. We may seem to be, but with the Lord's might, we will win the fight, and the world will see our fast cars, strong family. In the street lights, under raceway skies,
Press part 1 is next.
we find our strength, no surprise. Fast car, strong family, against the odds. We may seem to be,
The rest of
but
that
with the
was
Lord's
pretty good. We're
might,
gonna pick that
we will
as
win
is.
the fight, and the world will see our fast car, strong family. In the street lights,
Okay,
under raceway
extend
skies, we find our
the
strength,
times.
no surprise.
Okay.
Engines roar with power, hearts ignite this hour, through the highs and lows.
We did the remembered section. That looked good. We're going to pick up from there. I'm going to do one thing super fast. Cover the gap even from that point.
As tonight's message is part of the Bible book series, we do not have a digging deeper section. We do, however, encourage you to take part in the live Kingdom of the Gospel reading plan as we make our way through Genesis. The reading plan for this month is as follows. On a day of your choosing, read chapter 10, verses 15 through 20. On a second day of your choosing, as tonight's message is part of the Bible book series, we do not have a digging deeper section.
I'm just going to put that to there.
As tonight's message is part of the Bible book series, we do not have a digging deeper section. We do, however, encourage you to take part in the live Kingdom of the Gospel reading plan as we make our way through Genesis. The reading plan for this month is as follows. On a day of your choosing, read chapter 10, verses 15 through 20. On a second day of your choosing, read chapter 10, verses 21 through 25. And on the third day of your choosing, read chapter 10, verses 26 through 31. You have been listening to So Long, So On.
Huh. No, I actually thought I did that a lot worse than the retitle and recording. I think I did pretty good there. We're going to pick up from that point, though, for the purpose of the test run.
6 through 31. You have been listening to So Long, So On. This song was made with the aid of Suno AI, and due to our licensing deal with them, is property of Maple Street Ministry. Maple Street Ministry would like to take this opportunity to thank the following people. We'd like to thank the Copilot AI for helping us make the images that we use for this scripture verses and the lower third. And we'd like to thank Canva.com for helping us to assemble the title theme and the final scripture graphics that we use in tonight's episode. All graphics and audio that are not mentioned otherwise in these credits are property of Maple Street Ministries.
Okay, so now we go to... We did 21, so transition effect to 22. Got it. Go ahead and make sure the transition works good.
Are property of Maple Street Ministries.
We can also get an outro. We should only have one thing we have not used yet. Right. And so we set the song's endpoint to equal to a video line. Set volume to 1.2. Got it. Text now comes in. Oh, we have an issue. Hang on. Yeah, my tonight's broadcast. Okay, actually what I like to do is do it to here, move that to there. Okay, going from this point here.
These credits are property of Maple Street Ministries. Questions, comments, or even concerns about tonight's broadcast, to receive it in script and devotional form, or to be added to a live Street by the Gospel email.
Audio fade in and out. I don't need a fade in, but I do need a 3-second fade out.
These credits are property of Maple Street Ministries. Questions, comments, or even concerns about tonight's broadcast, to receive it in script and devotional form, or to be added to the live Street by the Gospel email list. Or, if you have a burning question about the Christian faith, please contact maplestreetministries@yahoo.com. If you are only interested in tonight's broadcast, please request Lives Changed by the Gospel, Season 05, Episode 15. So long, Saddam. You may, of course, request this episode when requesting to be added to the mailing list or while submitting other inquiries.
try something on the music. Here's what we're going to do. Set end time to equal to video line. Set end point time to here. Yeah, that's still too much. Set end time to here. Okay. I don't normally do this anymore, but set endpoint to equal to audio 1 line. And set endpoint equal to audio 1 line. Render the video. Okay, that was a long one. That's going to do it for the episode, folks. You'll be able to find this episode Monday on a lot of the major stuff, as far as, and we're on Facebook, we're on Rumble, we got older episodes on TikTok, we're on YouTube, and we're on Spotify. So, who knows, if you're watching Spotify, we've been having some issues with Spotify lately, you might get it sooner. So, you probably will. So, I'll see you guys Monday for the start of our 2-day roller coaster fun. Until then, this is Pastor Holy Wolf reminding you to go in peace, love and serve the Lord. See you guys Monday, and, once it's out, catch the podcast. I'll see you later.